Hey everybody, welcome to Conejo Valley Visionaries, a new podcast spotlighting the people and stories behind some of your favorite Conejo Valley small businesses. I'm your host, Christina Denstead. In today's episode, we are continuing our conversation with Saverio Posarelli, the owner and chef of Basta in Agoura Hills. As a reminder, we recorded this conversation at his restaurant in Basta, and it went over an hour, so we broke it up into two parts. If you haven't listened to part one, I suggest you go back to last week's episode to learn about his childhood in Tuscany and the influence his grandmother and father had on his career pursuits. In part two, we're learning about his move to the United States, how he met his wife, and what his path has been opening restaurants around the Conejo Valley. I know you'll enjoy this conversation with Saverio. It is candid and real and truly inspiring. So with that, please enjoy part two of my conversation with Saverio Posarelli. So you moved from Japan here, which is really interesting.
Right.
And when did you move to the Conejo Valley area,
no.
to Los Angeles?
The story is a little bit particular.
Okay.
I come here the first time in 1988, and I was working for this place. It was called Pazzia. At Pazzia, I met this girl, and she was doing flowers. And this girl, I really liked it.
Okay.
So we started going out together, stuff like that. But I was there only for 6 months. When I went back to Italy, we have a distance. Plus, at the time, was no internet like right now. There is no radio like right now, WhatsApp like right now. So it was very hard to call somebody and do all these kind of things. She called me one day and she say, I have this friend of mine. Then she's a sister of my ex-boyfriend.
Hard to follow, but
then
yeah.
She's coming in Florence for 6 months abroad, with the Florida State University. Say, okay, can you help her? Well, I think I help her because she became my wife. We had 3 kids now, what I mean? And that's why I come to California.
Wow, that is a very particular story. So your girlfriend recommended you connect with her friend, and the rest is
and that's history.
Well, sometimes that's how that works.
So, and it's funny because when I met her in Florence for the first time, I saw she was very pretty and everything, but I can't connect it. My English was bad. She said to me, "You told me you speak English. Your English was the worst. I was telling you what you're going to do tomorrow, and you will respond me, yes, the weather today," stuff like that. So completely something else, completely something else.
So
yes.
You were able to teach her Italian and her English.
Yeah, now her Italian is perfect.
Oh,
she speaks actually with a Florentine accent, you know what I mean? That many people think she's from there. All the 3 kids speak Italian. The older one better than the other 2. The middle one speaks correctly because he studied at school and everything, and the youngest one is just in his own way, but we can have a conversation, and he can have a conversation. So
that's how you ended up in the U.S., but that took back to Florida or to California?
No, to California.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from here.
Got it.
She's from California.
I see. Yeah. And so when you came back after that, which restaurant did you?
Oh, it's funny.
When did you decide to come up with Basta?
Well, Basta. How much time we have?
We still have a good 30 minutes. If you
All right. You ready?
Yes.
This is a trip now.
Okay.
When I come here in this country the second time, actually, I went from Tokyo to San Francisco. So I worked in San Francisco for 6 months in a restaurant up there, and I loved San Francisco. And but she was here in Los Angeles, so I decided to move down to South California. And you know where I went to work? Glassons for Fish.
In
Malibu. And at the time, Bob Morris, that now own Paradise Beach Cafe, used to own, and I met Bob. And Bob, for me, has become my mentor. I love Bob. Bob for me, it's like a dad almost. You know what I mean? And it's a special person. He teach me a lot. He to me was crazy to work in the kind of environment. Was something. All these people. I mean. Nuts. I never saw so many people in my life. You know what I mean?
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant,
like
yeah. And that
Malibu.
time, Glaston's and beginning of the 90s was like the place to go at the beach. You know what I mean? Everybody was going to Glaston's. You know, the parking lot full, line out of the door. You know, line to get in with a car. You know, now it's not like that anymore. But Glaston's was an incredible place. So. Then after, I started working for some, it wasn't really my fit. But Bob opened Glaston's at Universal City Walk in 1993. And he moved me up there. And I worked over there until 1995. Okay. So I opened...
Cooking Italian food?
No,
okay.
no, Glaston's
like
food.
Glaston's food. Yeah.
Glaston's food. Then from there, I went back, work for some Italian restaurant, do some helping them, some consulting them. In 1998, we find a spot, me and a few partners here in Agoura Hills, on Agoura Road, and we open Padri. Padri, we have it for 16 years, from 98 to 2014. In the meantime, in 2003, with Maria Fiore, then she used to be my manager at Padri, we opened Cafe Fiore in Ventura on California Street. We opened in 2003. The place was a great success, thanks to many combinations. First thing at the time, didn't have nothing up there. So everybody was diving in there to have some good food. Maria, she did a fantastic job, and she's still doing a fantastic job. She buy me out in 2018. After all this year, we find an agreement. It was totally fine. I was funny today. She was here for lunch. Actually, we have a nice lunch together. And
was Cafe Fiore Italian?
Yes.
And Padri?
And Padri. And Padri also, we have this martini bar in there.
Ooh. And I like the sound of that.
People was crazy for that place. It was so busy, like. But you know what? After a while, I got tired of that kind of life. You finish late at the bar, always a problem, especially Friday and Saturday night, dealing with the bouncer, you know what I mean? People getting drunk, a fight. I don't want to do it. I just don't want it. It's incredible. There is three things that trigger the human being: the alcohol, the music, and the sex. I don't know if you can say that, but it's a combination of three things that made the people go nuts. Nuts. And most of the cause of this kind of thing was the music that was like make you pump up, the drinking, and the girls or the guys. Nothing to do.
It's like a good or bad combination.
Right. Depending on the night. If you can manage yourself, you manage yourself. Some people, they can't manage themselves. They just can't. And if they don't manage themselves, they're going crazy. And the problem, us, we are responsible. Because unfortunately, in this society, nobody wouldn't be responsible for anything. If you fell, it's somebody's fault all the time. Well, maybe if you're looking where you put your feet, you know what I mean, or something, you know what I mean, you don't fail, you know what I mean. Maybe if you have a less drink than what you're supposed to have it, you know what I mean. But then it's funny, us like a bar owner, we're supposed to monitor what people drink. But the problem here, it's easy, a Basta. But over there was difficult because friends get drinks for friends. And it's hard for even cocktail.
That's a good point.
I don't know. Who's drink, how much he drinks. I can take a stab, he can have 2 glasses of wine, but if somebody else...
bottom shots or something.
Hell, I know.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So we have that place until 2014. In 2012, we opened also Cafe Fiore in Woodland Hills, in the Warner Center. It did not went very well. My life took a turn. Not in a good way. We're losing this restaurant over here because we decide to don't go ahead. Fiore in Agoura Hills was not doing very well. I did a lot of money for more than 10 years, but also, we did in Italy, we say, don't do the step longer of your leg. Try to keep walking at your pace because you can get hurt. So I get hurt.
You can follow your own lesson.
So I lost a good amount of money, a lot of money, and oh, shit. Okay, we can say that. Well, you cut it. You do whatever you say. Damn it. Okay. And then we say, I have 3 kids and everything, and I have to be thankful, very thankful to my in-law. Then help us to go through tough time. If it wasn't for them, I don't know. Okay, sometimes family, that's in 2015, with Ramon, my partner, then he worked for me before like a busser, a padre, then become a server, then become a assistant manager, then general manager, then a partner. An extremely intelligent person, extremely intelligent, very intelligent. We opened Plata, Mexican restaurant.
Of course.
And Plata, and Plata took a little bit to take off because Latigo Kid was there. So you have the client of Latigo Kid. They don't really understand this new vision of really, really Mexican food. No American Mexican food, really Mexican food. And it's funny because we're supposed to open another Italian restaurant. And then he always bring me some food that his wife was cooking at home. And I told him, Ramon, this food is delicious, but this food is great. I'm not a big lover of Mexican food, but until I taste Elvia, Ramon's wife, food, and I say, my God, this food is really good. Yeah. I really like this. So we're supposed to open a restaurant with this food. So that's how it became. So in 2015, January 2015, we opened Basta. Plata. It took a while. It took at least a good year before then it start really getting. And then, every year, we did better, and we did better, and we did better, and we did better. And we start see our economical situation, get a little bit better. But in 2016, we had to close Agoura Hills. So thank God we was able to sell it. So we can at least pay the debt out, but we walk out with one hand in front and one in the back. In 2018, the landlord of the Wisdom Center, I said, why we don't take over the space, then I'm removing some of the antique store. I want you put an Italian restaurant over there. But we was very skeptic because, Agoura Hills really hurt us.
I was going to say, how did you come back from it? It sounded that was a very challenging
Christina,
period of your life.
let me tell you,
how did you do that?
I can only listen, I'm not a religious person. But there is somebody that really was looking for me. I don't know who is. Yeah. I don't know if it was my dad, or we believe in an angel, or whoever it is. But I say, okay, we try. But I was skeptic, and I was questioning my ability.
Of your own person.
Yes.
Oh, and that's
and when it's like that,
yes.
It's not easy. No, it's because you start having doubt.
Yeah.
And when you have doubt on yourself, I say, God, I do right. I say, I need to do something different. I need to do something. I cannot do Padre. I cannot do Cafe Fiore. I need to do something completely different. So I start to do some research. I start reading books, and I start put myself back into the game. Every time you open a business, you're playing a gamble. You play at the casino. You're playing Vegas. You could be good how much you want, but you have never certain that you succeed. Yeah. You hope so.
Do you think that's more so in the restaurant business, or just?
Well, I think in general. I mean, yes. If you have a great listen, if you are a great doctor, you are a great doctor. but you can mess up somebody's surgery. You never know, man. And when you mess up somebody's surgery, you mess up with a human being. You know what I mean? Financial business, the same thing. You can predict, buy this stock, buy this stock, buy this stock. But after today they collapse. Oh, but I know they was good. I know they will blue chip or whatever.
Right.
You're gambling.
No, that's fair.
You're gambling. So restaurant business, everybody say is a difficult business. In a position that I'm right now, I just love it. I just love it. To me, it's not even working. I love to come over here. I have no problem coming to work in the morning. It's not even come to work. We laugh. We sometimes we get upset. There's a combination of feelings. The beautiful part, and you are not in front of a computer all day long in a cubicle. I don't care about the 9-to-5 job and the Saturday, Sunday off. I don't give a damn personally. I'm not the kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm not. Every time I come in the morning, I say, I have an idea. Everybody say, oh my God, now what? When I go to Italy and I come back, everybody worry.
Right. They're like,
what is so now? What he does now? Marco, my pizza guy, said to me, you're supposed to work 7 days a week at 24 hours because every time you have even a day off, you're coming back. I was thinking about this because it made me, when I'm here, I can't thinking too much. I have so many projects, then I want to do it. But if I'm pull back a little bit, I'm start elaborating. You know what I mean? That's how I am.
Well, your energy, you can feel that in the room, in the restaurant, that you love it. And that's incredible. And especially coming from a part where we talked about before, your heart is the fifth element that is important for that. So that even transitioning from where sounds like brokenhearted and then moving into that is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was hard. We did this place with a lot of reserve, and then it's funny because every time you open a new place, everybody tell you, why you do this? Why you do that? Why you don't open your own place and you do how the hell you want it? But sometimes, even now, you're supposed to add this in the menu. You know what? You have your own restaurant, you add whatever you want.
Everybody has
everybody have an opinion, but I don't even pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
You have to believe in what you're doing. If you believe in what you're doing, you are a step ahead, but you really need to believe in what you're doing and keep going.
So what year was Basta open?
End of 2019.
Okay.
And then we hit COVID.
Oh gosh, I know the time
we had COVID
Yeah.
in March 2020. Thank God, we was able to put some money away already to give it to us some solid ground.
Yeah.
Not much.
From Plata?
Not from here.
Oh, from here.
Yeah. We was in 3 months. We put some money in the bank. No, not much. It was around $100,000. But $100,000. They give me 1 second.
You have some breathing room.
Breathing room.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that you do much with that, but And I say, okay, well, so that we do only to go. I put, no in layoff, but I give it to everybody, guys, you know what, unfortunately, make us close, you know what I mean? So the people that really was important for me, I tried to make him working. Mm-hmm. One day one day the other, one day one. I tried to keep all the salary people on schedule. Our landlord was great. He cut our rent like 50% or something like this. But let me tell you, the community of Agoura, to us to be a new restaurant, really helped a lot. Then we reopened May or June 2020. And we can open only the outside. And we did all this mega patio in the back where it used to be a parking lot. And thank God we was busy from day first. Yeah. And from there, we never stop. Yeah. We never
Lines
stop.
out the door.
No, never stop. And it's funny, yesterday was our day off. And my wife, she feels the day off more than what I do. To me, I can stay here 7 days a week. I have no problem. For her, I know that she needs that day and other days during the week. And yesterday she was bombarded by a phone call. Can we get in? Can you put us? We don't take reservation, can ask to get in. And she was saying, oh my God. I said, listen, but you don't know how blessed you are. You have like 5, 6, 7 different phone call of people. Then they want to go into your restaurant because they know then it's very hard to get in.
Yeah.
And you pack Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 7 days a week. Doesn't matter what day you're coming over here. It's always full. And when people told me, oh my God, you guys are full, it's great for you, customer. Because then our food is always fresh. Because I can rotating food. I buy food every day. There's nothing left in the refrigerator. Nothing left. Fish is fresh, meat is fresh, poultry is fresh, vegetable is fresh. If you go in my walking, you get into the night, almost nothing there. And the morning coming in back and recooking again.
That's a really interesting point.
It's important.
One that I think as a observer, somebody here would never consider, but makes a lot of sense. And that I love the outdoor patio.
Yes.
And it is always busy.
Yes.
Wow, what a challenge though! After
it was
through all of that,
it was a roller coaster, and now life it's incredible. I believe that first value of life, you need to have your health. Without that, nothing. Successful business is very important. It's very important part of status mind of a person, because the financial aspect give you the kind of breathing room, but not just to have a comfortable life, to be able to sustain what you're doing, especially with the cost of life in California is becoming, it wasn't like that. When I come here at the beginning of the 90s, my parents was coming visit me over here. My God, here's cheaper. It was cheaper than Italy.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
Yes, it was cheaper over here. Yeah. The gas was cheap. Everything was cheap. Now it's completely the opposite. You go to Italy, you're doing a very nice vacation with half of the money you can spend in California. And I don't want to hear that Europe is expensive, because they don't know really what the hell they're talking about.
Right. Yes.
No, what they're talking about.
What do you think, looking back, or I guess now, do you think the Conejo Valley, Agoura Hills is a good place to start a restaurant?
Is beautiful. I don't know if they start getting saturated or not. It's not me up to say that. I was looking the demographic of this area. There is a pocket of wealth. It's funny. Let me tell you. I was talking to my older one. My older one lives in Chicago, and he does to me. We live in Westlake, and that's to me, where you can find a suburban area where you have Four Seasons, Ferrari dealer, Rolls Royce dealer, Master Steakhouse, all these kind of things. You are not Beverly Hills.
It's true.
You are in suburban. So if they put something like that, these people does some research.
Sure.
They don't just
That's a good point. Yes, yeah. They're not just opening up on a whim.
No.
Yeah.
I want to name some place where they would never open, but I cannot say that too. You don't want to put bad things on your bad energy somewhere, but it's true.
Okay.
It's true.
And
so this is it. I think for raising family, there is no better place. There is no better place. It is a little bit in a bubble of what maybe we are. Because when was like a week ago, I was talking to somebody who was sitting in a restaurant, was sitting down with them. Oh, we went to Italy last summer. We went to Sardinia, yeah. And then, we went around the city. My God, there is so many graffiti here, there. I say, my dear, you live in Westlake or Thousand Oaks. If you go to downtown LA, there is graffiti. If you go to New York, there is graffiti. If you go to Philadelphia, there is graffiti. It's not just that. Where we live is different. And we are losing the contact with reality of the real world. I hear from conversation from people, then sometimes I say, oh my God, did this problem of the world be with this? What a beautiful
overheard
world.
at Basta, I guess.
Yes.
I don't want to go into detail.
No.
It's just like that.
Do you think that the community, though, even though we're in a bubble, they're welcoming too? Like, it sounds like true. How would you describe Basta's food? Is it comfort food? It's wood fire? Like, is it you're back from your roots? Like, it's not American Italian.
I think Basta food, it's quality food for excellent price and done like it's supposed to be done. Because I'm fighting almost every month with my wife about pricing. I'm not raising the price for the last 2 years. 2 years. And she said, we need to raise the price. No, we don't. Our food needs to be affordable for everybody. I don't want to be a special occasion restaurant. I want to be everyday restaurant for everybody. Here, there is people are welcome in flip-flop, short, tank top, jacket and tie, beautiful dress. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Too. You're
With
very
children.
welcoming to children.
Absolutely. Elderly people, children, bring up. You go in some restaurant around this area, you know, and all the server and this and the yeah, good. I mean, it's not my style. I don't care. I don't care. I wear t-shirt, I wear jeans, and tennis and sneakers. So, get all.
Makes it feel part of the community.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now I've taken a lot of your time, but I have like two kind of like questions. One is, in terms of the design of the restaurant, is that from your head? Is
From both. Yeah, from both.
Your partner too.
She does. Devin that love designing, love going around. She's come back right now from a Thai store because we open in Basta Thousand Oaks. Basta Thousand Oaks in I think middle of June. So she went down there to pick up floor and to pick up tile and stuff like that. So I leave it up to her, that kind of stuff.
She's doing an incredible job.
She does a good job.
Yes.
She does a good job. She has good taste and everything. We confront each other. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know, we are very active on Instagram. You know, we're asking people all the time, you know, what do you think about this? So we like other people's opinion. Yeah. So follow us on Instagram. Don't forget about that. And Ika Basta.
Instagram account is fantastic. And
Thank
you
you.
see your energy and
Thank
you look
you.
like you're having so much fun. I feel
Thank
like
you.
that's what comes
Thank
away
you.
from it.
Yes.
And the other question, given your early childhood dreams of being a conductor, are you passionate about music
But this is like conducting orchestra at the end.
You're organized. It's like
Right.
producing it all.
You see, when my younger son was younger, I coached him on soccer for almost 10 years. And we went from 6 years old up to 14, 16 years old, you know, around 10 years. And we do it from little babies in AYSO to an incredible team, a club level, winning tournaments and season and championship and cups and at the and I was the coach of them, and it was incredible because I was not an easy one. I won results, and everything, but everybody wanted to be in my team, everybody, and I still see kids come visit me over here. Coach, how you do, coach? We miss you, blah blah blah. Many people, we never have somebody better than you, because to me, was important, the human aspect, you know what I mean, and embrace with these kids and everything, and the parents. It was almost conducting orchestra, because you need to put everybody in their own place, you know what I mean, and you need to work together. Yeah. It's like a symphony, you need to work together. And the rest of the same thing. The kitchen need to glue with the front of the house, you know what I mean, but you have to have a leader, and leadership is not easy. It's not easy. Or you have or you don't. Doesn't mean how good you are. You need to have charisma, you need to have leadership, you need to have an ear for everybody. You need to have, one of my defects sometimes, and I try to correct that, is try to listen to the others. I'm a little bit dictator kind of things. I always say, this is not a democracy, this is a monarchy. Illuminated, but still a monarchy. The illumination monarchy is when the monarch, want to have the illumination because they want to be illuminated by the other people.
You need to hear their input.
Yes, yeah. So I need to be better on that.
Self-awareness is the first start.
I need to be better at that. Listen the other, listen sometimes the problem, no better. But I think I'm getting better.
Should we ask? No.
Yeah, yes, you need to ask them. Absolutely. I mean, my judgment doesn't count.
So what is your vision for Basta? You mentioned Basta Thousand Oaks.
Well, my vision for Basta...
I'm so excited by.
Where you live? You live around there?
Yeah,
yeah. So we're supposed to open, like I say, end of spring, beginning of summer, end of spring. My vision, there's a lot of things. I want to open a shop, a Basta product, where do all our fresh pasta, our bakery, our bread, our sauce, our wine, our spices for the condiments, our biscotti, our whatever, all branded, you know what I mean?
Basta lifestyle.
Basta lifestyle. I think I love the name. It's funny, when I find the name, and I want a short name, then came. And then people, they're confused with pasta because you just taken off B and P, you know what I mean? So when I told my mom, I called the name Basta. I don't like it. It's not a good name. Well, she was wrong this time. She's never wrong. This time she was wrong.
And what does Basta mean in Italian?
That's it. That's it.
So your vision is to go even further.
That's it, yes. Yeah. And actually, I named it because I say, after this, no more. But this place give me a second youthness.
I love it. So second location, shop.
I want to do a Bastina concept. There is smaller Basta, so Bastina. A menu with just few pasta, few salad, appetizer, and so there's no entree, nothing. In and out, very quick, great price, nice portion, all fresh pasta, all this kind of thing. Like Uovo, then is a concept in the city, but a little bit different, you know.
And do you think your second location's in Thousand Oaks, was that on purpose?
Yes and no. Well, we call it Basta Fatto a Mano, handmade. This is Basta wood-fired grill. Over there will be Basta Fatto a Mano. Okay. So we will have a wood-fired grill over there too, but we have actually a room where people can see from the window and everything how we're making all the fresh pasta. Yeah.
And a large bar. From your Instagram.
double sides than this one.
A restaurant
this one,
with a good bar.
Right. We have over here 12, but actually 10 seats, where there'll be 20 seats, so double sides, you know what I mean? So I think we'll be, people are always waiting over here, or they come in at 5 o'clock and just sitting in the bar,
I know,
you know what I mean?
Witnessed that,
Yes. So right away, yeah.
Okay. What are you most proud of?
My kids. My kids, I'm proud because I see in myself maybe what I didn't do it for myself. I say, for example, my older one, many people told me, oh, he's the same character than you. Well, but he's a go-getter. He'll be like me. I'm a go-getter. Okay, let's do it. Oh, we have a party for 400 people tomorrow. Let's do it. But let's do it. We'll do it.
You'll conduct everybody.
Yeah, we'll do it. And he's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
And he loves good life. I like good life. I'm a person, when I go away, I like nice hotels. I like nice restaurants. I like that kind of stuff. If I can, I do it. If I can, I'll stay home. Yeah. I do in a way that I like it. Or
next time.
Yeah, next time. Yeah. But good or bad, we enjoy when we go away. We are not crazy. Many people don't know. People think sometimes luxury is expensive. It depends what you think for luxury. Sure. Sometimes, to me, a very good trattoria where there is a 2 old lady in there, then they're cooking, I peek through the door of the kitchen and see it, is better to me than a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Then I have to sit there for 5 hours and I have to wait for 15 courses. And every time the server comes and inbound, I just not need that. I just don't, it's not for me. I like it once in a while, but to me, I remember, very briefly, I want to tell you this, many years ago, I went with my dad to Busseto. Busseto is a small town close to Parma, in Italy, north of Italy, and where the composer Giuseppe Verdi born, and he wrote his first music and everything. And I remember was a very late fall Sunday, around lunchtime. It was cold, mist everywhere, fog, drizzling. You can't wait to go inside to just get warm up. But it was not the cold, it was the humidity that makes you cold.
To the bone.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I see this trattoria. I can see the window of the door fog, like when you're taking a shower, and the mirror
it was
going.
Warm inside.
Yeah, warm inside, outside, cold. Yes. I go in, around that kind of door, old style, place full. an atmosphere, everybody intent of eating. The smell, soon you go in, grab you. You know, when you like a cartoon, when you remember the cartoons, you know, they go under the, and you want to follow the same thing. It grab you. It was like some invisible hands. Come to me, come to me. I see the kitchen, only woman in the kitchen. I just love it. Certain sides lady, so you can see they like to eat. With their beautiful white apron and their little things on their head and everything. And you see all these big pot on top of this stove, a boiling thing, bloop, 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 and you see this aroma. When I come, sit down, for me, that was one of my most memorable places that I went to eat. On the wall was all the manifestos from the opera of the maestro. So my dad, she felt, see, this the guy that feed us. Right. Because without him, we'll not eat. You know, you understand? Wow. How they can put it together. If it wasn't for him, we'll not eat over here right now because I cannot survive. You know what I mean? And then we have one thing after the other. And every single thing, I still have a goosebump. It was not good, but better than that, than I can even describe. In the end, I remember they bring it to us, these biscotti, they were so friable. Friable, I say in English, like they just like a crumbling, and but there was melting in your mouth with nuts flavor and anise and vanilla, and then we have lunch with Lambrusco. Lambrusco is a very peasant wine because it will be sparkler, but it's red. It's not even sweet, but light. The guy went down to the cellar, spill out from the barrel, bringing a carafe. Was called the cellar temperature, not refrigerator. Cellar temperature, and it's completely different. And you're drinking this wine like it's a nectar of some gods. You know what I mean? Then when you get up your head, let's go take a walk because you know what I mean? That was so beautiful. And it was, right, and it was a mixed of sensation. The cold, the fog, the food, the ladies. You put... Being with your father. I mean, my dad, you know, cooks... are alchemists. Alchemists used to be the older pharmaceutical people during the ancient time, taking things, put it together, and creating something. They was creating potion, cooks creating food. What still amused me and what made me think, then you have a boxes of vegetable coming, box of meat, but you are to creating something, to give it to you, to indulge yourself, and to be exceptional happy of what you're doing. Every single bite, there need to be something. That's why food has to be respected. There's so much work behind.
Sorry. And a lot of pressure to
right,
make it.
You know, and to from something. When I lived in Japan, I did this thing to me. I love Japanese food. Love Japanese food. I didn't like it right away because coming from a very different culture. But it's not cooking. It's taking one piece with another piece and put something on top of the other. Something is cooked, but Chinese food is cooking. It's different. Western cuisine, French, Italian, whatever, it's cooking. Because we're taking something and we're creating completely something else.
It's science.
Something else.
Like, right.
It's alchemist.
Yeah. Wow.
It's alchemist. We are wizards. That's what we are.
And I see it and I experience it here. And I imagine a lot of people leave Basta having similar kind of feelings and memories as you just described. So
right.
That's incredible. I'm going to take us to our last 3 rapid fire questions, which is the first one. If you can choose, what is your favorite menu item?
Oh. The one that didn't make it yet.
We'll have to stay tuned for the alchemy. Okay.
The one that didn't make it yet. Because in the morning when I come and I say, today we do this for special, and I just can't wait to taste it. It's true. The other day, somebody bring me some buffalo ricotta, make it with buffalo milk. So like we do mozzarella, but they do a ricotta. What I do with this? What I do with this? So I make this tortelloni, this stuffed pasta, and I put lemon zest and orange zest and add basil, parsley, and parmigiano, and then we make this creamy lemon sauce for this. It was delicious. So I like that. So tomorrow, I don't know what is that, but that will be my favorite thing.
What is your favorite thing to do in the Conejo Valley?
Hiking. I love it. Go up there, especially this time of the year. It's just incredible. I wish I could go do more often.
Do you have a favorite spot?
Well, I go up at Trionfo, and from Trionfo Park, going up there. But also I like a lot from this Santa Monica Mountain over here on Canaan. They're very, very pretty. Yeah.
Before my last question, I did receive a question on Instagram. Why don't you serve lasagna on the menu?
Oh, you do?
Oh, okay. So
We do for special. Lasagna, you have to do right.
Okay.
And who make lasagna every day, sometimes to me, they don't make it right. So, I make my pasta, I roll in my pasta, I cook in my pasta, I make the ragu, I make the bechamel, and I need to do time. The person that invented the lasagna, if you think lasagna, what we did? No. You can't say that. The first time was a level of Leonardo da Vinci. Because it's easy to say now, but then when you create a dish like this, they accomplish two different sauces, put it together with a layer of pasta, put it in the oven, gratin, cut and serve. It doesn't come like that. It doesn't come like this. You need to think about it. Then you can do many different versions, but the basic one with the ragu and the bechamel and parmigiano, to me, is the classical one. And most things are classical are always the best.
What advice would you give to first-time entrepreneurs?
A suggestion you would say?
What advice would you give to first-time entrepreneurs?
Be yourself. Believe in yourself. Listen the other, but you need to take the decision at the end. It's hard to don't commit mistakes. Mistakes have been part of our life for everything. We make mistakes. We made mistakes when we was little kids. We make mistakes when we grow up. We make mistakes in relationship. We make mistakes in everyday life. We make mistakes with our children. We make mistakes in business. But experience, at least your hard head, experience tell you, okay, that's maybe is better, don't do it. Let's do like that. But believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. Believe in a dream. Disney say the dreams will always happen to people that believe in dreams, people dreaming. I'm a big dreamer. You know which one is my favorite story? Yeah. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. The kid that doesn't want to grow up. I mean, he was right. He was right. Yeah. But he was a dreamer. Yeah.
Well, I think that's an excellent way to end this incredible interview. Thank you so much for all of your time and for sharing all of your stories and being so, sharing your true, candid, raw story. I think it's amazing. And I cannot wait for Basta handmade.
Yes, fatto a mano.
Fatto a mano to open and for everything else in the Basta lifestyle.
Beautiful.
So, thank you so much.
Grazie. Thank you very, very much. And thank you.
It's a pleasure.
That was Saverio Posarelli, the owner of Basta in Agoura Hills. To enter to win a $50 gift card to Basta, all you have to do is go Eat at Basta and Conejo Valley Visionaries on Instagram, and then leave a comment of your favorite part of this interview on Conejo Valley Visionaries. To get an extra entry, screenshot the episode and share it on your stories and tagging Eat at Basta and Conejo Valley Visionaries. Good luck. Make sure to subscribe to Conejo Valley Visionaries wherever you listen to podcasts so that you never miss an episode. And follow us at Conejo Valley Visionaries on Instagram to learn more about each guest and enter our weekly giveaways. If you want to share your visionary story on the podcast, send us a DM. We are always open to guest nominations. This episode was produced by Christina Denstead and Justin K. Sloan. Conejo Valley Visionaries is edited by Justin K. Sloan and J. Sloan Productions.